Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Stamp and Create with Beth. I'm Beth Roy, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So today is Saturday, February 15th, and I'm just pulling everything up. So if you pop in, say good morning. If you watch the replay, let me know that you stopped by. And if you're new to hanging out with us, let us know where you're watching from. So I'm just going to give it a second. Sometimes it takes a minute for Facebook to notify everybody that I've gone live. So I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's a little, some yucky weather here in Ohio today. So I'm really hoping that the internet stays on. We shall see. So, oh, thank you for the love. Hey, Joan, good morning to you. I hope everyone had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday. I don't really do a whole lot for Valentine's Day. I don't know. It's a holiday to send a card and to give a gift to people you love. So, I was treated to breakfast out and lunch out, which means no cooking and cleaning for me. So that's always a bonus. I did mail out some cards, and I want to show you some cards that I've received, and some Christmas cards I forgot to show, and I've got a couple Valentine's cards. So I want to say thank you if you sent me a card recently. I do love getting them. So today I want to show you a card that Joan told us about. I think it was last weekend. And it is called the 2468 card. It's by Patty Bennett. And 2468 is how you score it. So it's this cute little card that has flaps that open. And I think I scored mine off a little bit. It's kind of opening funny, but that's okay. So you can add anything to these. And we're going to do that today. While we wait for a few more people to join us, I wanted to tell you about the paper pumpkin. So paper pumpkin's now divided into quarters. And this first quarter of 2025, you have your January, February, March box for the quarter. And then there's a die set that coordinates with each paper pumpkin quarter, if you will. So the heart coordinated with January. This, I think it was grass and maybe a flower middle, or I'm not really sure. It went with something with the February kit. I did not get either one of those kits. And then this little honeycomb piece and the little bee goes with the March kit, which is now available to subscribe to. You have until March 10th. And this is, March is our anniversary box, if you will. So in March, there's always something, a bonus. And so this box has the stamp set that goes with the project, and then it has an extra stamp set. And they usually work really well together. I've loved the extra sets in the past, so I will be getting this box. It has daisies in it, and I love little bees, and so it's really cute. So if you want the paper pumpkin, that's available in the US and Canada. You can sign up under your demonstrator, or you can use my link from my post about the March box, which is called Daisy Daydream. So you can always get these. These are available while supplies last. And so in April, there will be a new die set that's available for April, May, and June. That'll be a quarter that the dies coordinate with. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. I just wanted to remind you about that. I love the little projects. I don't want every single one, but you have seen many times I've said, let me dig into my paper pumpkin stamps. Especially if you don't like buying big Valentine sets or big Easter sets. A lot of times you can find greetings that you want in your paper pumpkins. So I have been collecting for many, many years. When I didn't have a lot of time, that was a box I enjoyed getting. It is a surprise for the most part, but I enjoyed getting it and doing the projects. Joan, I do like it. I only made one so far. It's a very simple card that you can decorate up however you want. And you put a little shape back here for your message. And I happen to have this paper. Like I said, I think I scored it. I got a little off here somehow. But I had this paper out from, I think, last week or what. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff laying next to my desk on the floor. And I had this piece already here. So the idea is you use a piece of designer series paper and you create this cute little card that has 2 flaps that open and then room for your message. And this only uses, the base is a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. So you could get 4 out of 1 sheet of cardstock. Hey, Linda, good morning. I'm glad you could join us. So we're going to do this card. I don't know that I've ever seen it. Patty Bennett did it years ago, but I just hadn't heard of this. So thank you, Joan. We're going to do this today. So I thought to make it simpler, I still might have to run and die cut a few things, but I thought we would use this beautiful storybook product. So it's called the Storybook Suite in the mini. And then there's also some scrapbooking items. It's called Storybook Life. And I didn't get both stamp sets that are in the suite. I just bought the characters. The other one is a garden set. It has some vegetables and pots and things. But I just really wanted the characters. So, and I haven't even use these dies or anything. So I don't know if we'll use this or if we'll just use a greeting. I know, good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Dad. Joan, it's finally getting warm where you are. Yeah, we've had a roller coaster of weather here in the last 24 hours. We had, I think, some snow, rain. We had ice this morning, and I think it's finally warming up to where it's turning into rain. We have flood warnings, watches, whatever. So it's going to be quite the weather here today. So yeah, I will probably hunker down for most of the day. But I wanted to pull out this, this suite of products. I'm going to lay my little card over here. So you need to pick a designer series paper, and it needs to be 12 inches long. So I did pull in the plaid, and I've been mulling this over. How could I use 2 pieces of plaid? I guess you could tape it together on the back, but it scores. You score it at 2, you score it at 4, you score it at 6, and you score it at 8. So this piece is 4 inches, but then these are all 2. So you could see a 6-inch piece of paper would end right where you need a score line. So I haven't quite figured out how I could make that possible or adapt it, other than if you use maybe a piece of cardstock and then you just cut pieces to fit on there. But then that makes it a little more complicated. So I did want to pull it in just in case we want a piece of it. But I love this paper, Storybook Moments. There we go. Storybook Moments is the sweet name. Good morning, Jenny. Oh, Linda, yes. Prayers for you. I know you guys are getting tons of snow and just being constantly bombarded. And I know everyone says, well, you know, New York gets this weather. Northern Ohio gets this weather. We should be prepared for it. But, you know, we haven't had this kind of weather in years. I can't remember the last time we had a snow that actually stuck around for more than 24 hours. So I'm sure we did, but not for days on end. So I don't know if we're past the snow or if there's more coming. I just know it's rained today and the ground is pretty saturated. So I know that they're worried about flooding. So prayers to everybody that has to deal with any kind of weather today. I know it's slick here. But I'm hoping that it'll improve throughout the day. Okay, so the Storybook Moments paper has all these die cuts, that has a sheet of die cuts that come with it. So I thought this would be cute because we want to try to keep this card a little simple, right? We want them to be quick, simple. You're going to use up your bits and pieces that you have. You can obviously die cut and get really elaborate, but we're going to try to tone it down and just use the images from the designer series paper or our little characters. And I want to note, if you are getting the paper share, when you get your portion of this paper, it's just going to have a sampling of these because there's 2 sheets. And so I will give you a fourth of all the die cuts, you know, of a sample of them. So just so you know, you can always look online and see all the bits and pieces. So I brought that out, but I also grabbed this because this has stickers with it. It also has some more die cuts that you might want to use. Look at those. I love those strawberries. Now this is the stickers. I love that image and I love the watercolored look. And look at that cute little bunny with the carrot. So those are stickers. You can buy the designer series paper with the sticker pack. Okay, there's 2 different numbers for those. So if you're searching for it, you want Storybook Moments and you want it with the stickers if you want the sticker pack. But this also comes, this is the scrapbooking workshop kit. I don't know why that's such a tongue twister for me. But it has these really fun die cuts. Now they're large. Some of them are very large because they're meant to go on a scrapbook page, but I really think you could use some of these on a card too. There's a cute little bunny in there. And of course this has designer series paper in it. It also has some exclusive pieces that are just one-sided paper. So like it has this strawberry print. It's just printed on one side. It's white on the other one. And then this plaid. So if you wanted to use plaid, you could use this 12 by 12 plaid from the scrapbooking workshop kit. Okay. I think it's super cute. And then, of course, it has two-toned cardstock comes in this. And I thought that could be cute, too. If we wanted to do some die cuts, we could use the two-toned papers. It would be cute with the bunnies. Oh, yes. Yep, I love the bunnies. Oh, cute, Maggie. You bought all three of these. I love all of these. Good morning, Mary Jo. Thanks for joining us. Yes, Linda, both of this, let me keep saying the name because they're all different. Storybook Moments, both paper packs have the die cuts. It's just you can get it, you have the option to get it with the sticker pack, like the one that is in this scrapbooking workshop kit. Okay, so anything that we have that's scrapbooking that has coordination, the Designer Series paper packs, you have the option to get it with the sticker sheet or without, but the die cuts are part of it either way. Oh my gosh, 120 inches of snow, Linda. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I would do it. I don't know how I would do it. I'm complaining about 9. 9 inches. You're welcome, Linda. Good morning, Deb. Thanks for joining us. So we've got to pick, this is the card we're doing, just to remind everybody that just popped in. It is a card, Patty Bennett was the creator of this type of fold, or as far as I know, I've only seen her video. Joan shared it with us. It's called the 2, 4, 6, 8 card, and you're basically taking a 5 1/4 inch by 12 inch piece of Designer Series paper, and you're scoring it at 2, 4, 6, and 8. And when you adhere it, you have these 2 little flaps on the front, and it opens up. And it only uses a 1/4 sheet of cardstock, so that helps your cardstock go a little further. If you want this to open, maybe you want it to open this way, you could do half a sheet, like 4 1/4 by 11, score it at 5 1/2, and have this open if you wanted it to open. But I think this is cute the way it is. It has room for your message. It still stands up, okay? It can still stand, or it can be a refrigerator card, right? It can be hung up. Oh, okay. So you bought the two-tone cardstock pack, Maggie. Yes, I love that two-tone, and it's right next to me. I actually have no idea what comes in that pack now, because I sorted all my colors of my two-tone cardstock so that I had all the blues and greens together. And I may have that. Maybe I didn't sort it yet. I think I did though. So I sorted all of my two-toned paper. I had these from like 15 or so years ago. I had these scrapbooking paper organizers. And so I would have to look up. I might be able to do that if I need to. I can look up what comes in it. But this, I think, was the paper pack. And I don't think I sorted it yet. That came with the Storybook Moments. But I sorted all my reds and purples and pinks and whatever. And then all my blues and teals. So that I could keep track of it. But I do have some of those colors. And then I sorted my neutrals. So we have the two-toned paper packs that coordinate, and it'll tell you what colors online. And then we have some that are separate that you can buy just that color. And then there's some that come in your scrapbooking workshop kits, and they can be different. So, sometimes I want to buy just a bunch of these just to get that two-toned. I really like the two-toned cardstock. I really, really like it. So we're going to pick a paper to go here, and then we'll pick some characters. I may need to die cut a few things because I didn't really do anything ahead because I'm not sure what we want to pick. So let's just start pulling out some of these. I used part of this, but remember, we're using 5 1/4 by 12. So as long as, even though I cut a little house out of this top, we could still use this bottom portion. I was kind of thinking of the houses because I love this paper. And then you can add, cut out, you could use a circle or fussy cut some of these characters to put on top of your card. There's this really cute strawberry. So if you wanted to use these strawberry stickers, you could use strawberry paper. It's a little busy, but that's okay. It depends on how you want your card to look. We also have these little characters. So I was kind of thinking we could cut some characters out or use the die cuts. That's pretty too. Oh, you could use this and then stack things. This has such a vintage look for me, which I know the Beatrix Potter, you know, that's, it is a little vintage. We have a vegetable sheet. And then, oh, that's the back side of that's the houses. So I'll stick that one away because I already have that one out. I'm not sure what's what here. Oh, here's, I don't think I pulled this one out. Here's one with gardening on it. So this would be cute if you have someone that loves gardening. You could use this in the background and then just stick some very simple things up on here. The idea is you're just sticking a couple things on each flap and then you open to your message. Let me see what else. I already showed that one. Oh, now this pack also has, in addition to the die cuts, it also has this. So these you just cut apart and they're already basically built layers for you. Or it has this pretty design on the other side. So there's that too. And then we have the plaid that's in the scrapbooking kit. So I don't want to do a gardening card today. I'm thinking of using the characters just for the front of the card, but I was really kind of thinking about this beautiful landscape. So let me grab my ruler here. If we go 5 1/4 inches, it's going to cut about right here. But you're going to get this cute little village look, which I love. I love. It's on my bucket list to go to England. I just want to go look at all the cute stone houses and villages. And then let me pull out my die cuts here. I forgot to grab those. And then I also have these, right? So I love this paper pack because it comes with this, all these. And I have these little plastic bags that I put my cards that I sell, kit or sets in, and I also use these for my classes. So I just grab these and put my die cuts in them. But we have all these cute little die cuts. This would be really cute for a guy card, right? So we could look through those and pick some things. So what do you think? I think the village would be cute. Vicki, I don't know if I said good morning. Good morning, Vicki. Thanks for joining us. Maggie, I am so happy to inspire you. You know, that is my main goal around here. So let's see. I really like this plaid. And to be honest, I wouldn't probably use a whole sheet of it when I was scrapbooking, like on the background. So I think this could be cute too. Oh, I'm thinking of a guy card here, and it is not at all what I intended for today's video, but I'm just looking at some of the die cuts. Now, the scrapbooking workshop kit, it has, the die cuts are a little bit bigger, but it does have this really cute bunny. Okay, let me put some of this stuff down. Okay. Ooh, wouldn't this be cute? So I think I'm going to do the village, but here's an idea in case you're following along and you don't want to use that paper. Because, you know, my original goal was to cut all these little cute little things out and make little scenes. But wouldn't this be great for a guy card, like a birthday card? Or I know Father's Day is quite a ways away, but wouldn't that be cute together? Love it. Love it. So I'm going to dump these out here in a second. There's all kinds of little things in there. I love this. I love this plaid. I wish there was one of them in this one, but it's exclusive to the scrapbooking workshop kit. So, yeah, I love this. And these plaids are beautiful, but there's no just plain blue. Everything has at least 2 colors on it. So yeah, I really, really, really like that one. Okay, so let's do the Village. It's kind of busy paper, and I think it would really be great for this. So let's get this cut first. And let's choose a base. Yeah, I think it's adorable. I love it. You guys, I have so many ideas right now. Okay, I'm going to grab some of my neutrals so we can decide what we want our base to be. Okay. And of course, I don't have any of these over here. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. So let me cut this so you can kind of see, and then we're going to pick a base color. So I need, and you pay attention to your paper. You need a 5 1/4 inch, so 5 1/4 inch by 12. And if I cut my paper this direction, my houses are going to be sideways. So if your paper has a direction, make sure that you turn it so that you're getting the right orientation. So I want my houses, I want my folds to go this direction. So I need this way to be 12. Now some papers it wouldn't matter. You could cut it this way, but I'm just letting you know because I am wonderful at cutting things the wrong way. So I don't want you to do what I do. Okay, so I'm putting this in here at 5 1/4 inch. See that little Village piece for later. Now I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored because I don't have a lot of room right here, and I have to keep moving my paper, and I think that's where I kind of goofed up on the other one. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. You can do it on your trimmer. I just prefer this. I feel like it's easier for me to score it. So I'm going to start on the left-hand side here. And I'm using the bigger end. I don't want this to score really deep because Designer Stories paper is thinner and it will rip. Thanks, Mary Jo. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Oh, you're getting snow too. Oh, that's right. You're in New York too. So be safe. I know we were just talking about that probably before you got on, but thank you for popping in and enjoy your craft time. So I'm going to start at 2 and I'm just going to make a score line here. Okay. And I'll show you how it folds. So we'll just keep moving. Okay. So 2. And I'm just doing it lightly. I don't want to rip through my paper. 4, 6, and 8. So you can do this on the trimmer. I just felt like it was easier to, do on here. His partner's sitting on the stump. I'll have to look for him, Vicki. We'll find him. Okay, so it's really that simple. Okay. So you're going to take this front piece and you're going to fold it back. So you're kind of, it's an accordion fold. Okay. Then you're going to flip it. You're folding forward. I don't know if I know I scored straight. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm just going to make sure it lines up. And then you're folding this way. Maybe I didn't score it enough, but sometimes I get worried that I will tear the paper. Yeah, I don't know. And then this way. Maybe it's the end I used, but There we go. It's an accordion like that. Isn't that cute? Yes, Vicki, I am doing the 2, 4, 6, 8 card. And I don't know what I did. I used the bigger end, which is what you're supposed to use, but maybe I got it off a little bit there. That's okay. So this flap gets glued down, and then this one gets glued down, and it creates these flaps that go like this. Okay, and this is glued down on the back. Now, you might not want to cover that up. So I might just put a small greeting, and then I'll show you what you can do to add something on the back to write on, okay? So I've done this. As you can see, I'm not always great at scoring, apparently. So 2... and I'm just kind of creasing those edges. I want them to be nice and crisp. There we go. Now we have to pick a base. So I love the colors on this. And I think that's a calypso, like a watercolored calypso coral. I just love that. So we have, we're going to pick a base. It's a quarter or a fourth of sheet. So very simple. So we have early espresso, and I really like that because I feel like it helps all those colors kind of pop. And then we have the lightest color is crumb cake. So let me put that up. And I think this kind of blends in. So it doesn't draw notice to itself, if you will. And then here's the medium brown that we have. And this is pecan pie. I love all these colors. So we're going to have a hard time. I'm going to have a hard time choosing. So we're going to vote really quick. And then I'm going to cut it, and then we're going to get to decorating this card and how we want to embellish it. So we're going to do 1 is early espresso, 2 is crumb cake, and 3 is pecan pie. So go ahead and pop those numbers in. Tell me which one you want to use for a base. I'm going to cut it, and then we're going to dump out our characters and start decorating. And we can use circles if we want, like I did on this card. I used the circles to kind of hold my elements here. Or we can just adhere them on. Okay, they can just go direct onto the paper. The blue I love. Vicki, I love all blues. Do you mean Misty Moonlight? I just don't know that I love the blue behind it. I think I like just the neutrals. I like the neutrals because I think it just brings more attention to all the detail in the paper. And I love that. The detail on this paper, the images, the watercolored look of everything, the little gardens, I just think they're beautiful. So I'm going to stick with neutrals. But yes, lots of other colors. There's lots of greens in here too. So if you don't have neutral cardstock, you could always use whatever colors are in here. There's lots of different greens. There's some, you could even use Pebbled Path. It's more of a gray brown, or gray brown. Yes, that's what I meant. Gray brown or brown gray, however you want to say it. So those all would work really, really well. But I want all the focus to be on all the colors in my paper. So that's why I chose neutral. I saw 2 votes for 3, which is pecan pie. You think the browns quiet it? See, I think it has the opposite effect because I feel like the it showcases all of these colors by not competing with the base. I love these little houses and these little scenes. And I'm going to show you how to not cover up this piece. So if you don't want this back panel on where your message would go, I'm going to show you how you can do that. The house color, yes, you could definitely use Calypso Coral. I just, yeah, I guess my eye sees it a little differently, and that's okay. We all have different ways we view that. I do feel like the neutral helps all those colors in the scene be more present. Anybody else want to vote? Oh, excuse me, I had to take a little coffee break there. Anyone else want to vote on which brown we're using? So I have 1 is early espresso, 2 is crumb cake, and 3 is pecan pie. I personally like the browns, and maybe that's just, I don't know, maybe it's just how I'm feeling today, I don't know. But I feel like it has more of a neutral, so that all my things I put on the front are kind of front and center. And I like all 3 browns. I think they all give the card a little bit different feeling. If you go with the really dark, I just feel like those colors just come off the page at me. And this one, I feel like it just helps that base kind of melt away, because it's very similar to the calm tone, the calm brown in the cottages. And then this one I think is fun. It's just a rich color, and you can see notes of it on some of the cottages as well. All right, I think pecan pie was unanimous. There we go. Man, it's been a morning. I think I need more coffee. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this. And I usually keep cardstock pre-cut, but I want this to be 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I want this to be a full 1/4. Typically we cut our layers to be 5 1/4 by 4, but we want this to be the full half sheet, or 1/4 sheet, I'm sorry, of cardstock. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut all my pieces that size. It's really hard to see my trimmer from an angle. So I'm going to leave that piece out. And then if we need to die cut or anything, I'll just have to run and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this part, and we're going to dump out our characters. So I think I fixed all my things. So you're going to take this front flap and put some glue here. Oops. And press down. That creates this flap. And then we're going to put some adhesive on this one. Oops. And press down. That. So it creates these flaps. Like I said, I don't know if I got mine crooked. I don't know. Like this. So it's almost like a little book. And then here's our back part. And this is going to go onto our sheet. Stand up. So I'm going to hold this like this, and I'm just going to try to put it on there evenly. Isn't that pretty? I love this. I got glue somewhere right here. Leave it to me. So I'm just using an adhesive eraser. I think I got it on my... Cute, huh? Now, this is what I mean. Somehow, I don't know what I did here, but I got this a little off on the bottom, so it still folds. It's okay. All right, let's dump our characters. What do you guys think? It looks like this amazing card, which it is, and it's just really some scoring and folding. And your designer series paper gets to really be shown. So there's some strawberries. We have lots of little bits and pieces. Flowers. Trying to see what we got here. We have this cute little goose. So I'm gonna look for some characters that don't have a lot of extra things with them. Oh, is this the one you were talking about, Vicki? So these are cute, but I don't know if I want, you know, you might want a hanging, something hanging, like it's swinging or picking. This one's a little, we got to see, this is only, so remember, this was 2 inches. So you only have 2 and about 1/8. So you also want to pick something that does not hang off too far. Of course, you could pick, you could leave it hang this way a little bit. But you want to make sure you're not picking something that's too far that it will not fit in your envelope either. So let's see what we got here. More strawberries. Look at this cute little bunny. I love these little images. There's some flowers too. So remember, we can build on a die cut like I did here with this. And then we could maybe group a few things, like if you wanted this cute little bunny with some flowers. And I have pecan pie in the 2-toned. So that's what I was saying. I could cut some circles or squares or little shapes to help our characters kind of be on those. There's our little fishing guy. Here's a, is that a squirrel? Cute. So I'm just trying to see what all I got here. There's another goose. What? And you could still use your fisherman here on these. Oh, look at that cute little duck. So remember, something's going to be on this flap too. And if you use a shape, you can have it stick out like I did here. Okay. But either way, it's going to be seen when you kind of open and shut your card. The weasels. And there's little butterflies, so if you wanted to add some of those little things in. I love these die cuts. Now, I want to say they're not on white, so let me show you a piece of white. They're more on the basic beige. So they definitely have a vintage look. So that's why I did not pre-cut anything, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use a brown like pecan pie, or if I wanted to do something, oh, look at that cute little, something like the basic beige. Now, I don't have basic beige. There's not a 2-tone in that yet. But I do have the cardstock. So I just thought the 2-tone would be cute, because when you flip this, you're seeing the back side. And so it would give kind of a little bit of color to that. And we've used a couple of these. We made a card with these not too long ago. And there's plenty of flowers. There's this cute little fence die cut. Our little gardener. I'm starting to get into the repeats here. Ooh, that one's cute. The little fox catching butterflies. So you could have your little fox and then use some of these extra butterflies. What do we want our people doing? I know there's a lot of choices, so let's start throwing out some ideas and build our little characters here. And there's lots of little bits here too that you can add in, like plants and hats, and you could have the wheelbarrow, and you could even, I don't have the craft knife attachment for my take your pick tool, but I do have a craft knife. You could cut that a little bit and have the hat stuck in there, have your little wheelbarrow. Okay, there's so many ideas. Look at the cute boots. So many cute ideas. The sheep are definitely cute. So let's see. Let me start matching up some of these things. What do you guys think? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Watering can. Do you want to do, and it depends on what kind of card you want to do too, maybe, or who you're doing it for and what they like. Why do I only have one of those? Maybe there was only one in the pack. I don't know. There's so many cute things. So many cute things. I know we use that little guy. So do we want, I love this. I think this is the one that Vicki said. These two go together. Isn't it cute? So who do we want in our little village? You could have this little lady, and then open to this character. Now this is going to be bigger, obviously, than your scene, but that's okay. We're just adding characters into our little village here. I think he kind of gets lost in the flap, doesn't he? Oh, a fence with a character. Oh, okay. So remember, the fence is white. Now we could use some blends and add some color to this, but this is very flimsy. So you might want to cut it in half if you're wanting it to go on the front of this little flap, because it may get ripped. It's very flimsy. Or you could put it like here on this back side. I love these. I think they're so cute. It's almost hard to see. So you could do a fence with a character like that, but I do recommend not letting it hang off really far, because this is it's a die cut. It's the same thickness as Designer Series paper, so it could get caught and rip. But you could do part of a fence. You could cut it in half and do part of a fence. I love this little fox doing the butterflies. And then we could do a teeny circle with some butterflies on it hanging off right here. You don't have to do big circles. They don't have to cover all the space. You're just using them to kind of help hold on to your things. So, and it's kind of weird to me that the fence is white. I guess they're thinking white picket fence, but nothing in this paper is really white. It's all kind of rustic looking, and it has basic beige and some grays. I guess it's kind of white here. So you could add a little color to it. Cute. Okay, so let's start. I like this guy. Or we could do some ducks. We could do these cute little ducks. The sheep are cute too. Let's pull those out. Just kind of making a pile here of different things. I love this little guy with the strawberry. I think that would look cute with the strawberries and the papers. So there's our sheep. Oh, there's my duck. There she is. I thought I had two. Okay. This is cute too. I'm not sure what would go with it. Looks like these two are gathering things. There's a cute little mouse in a teacup. That's cute. I'm not sure what I would put with it. So let's see. Okay. I've got, lots of piles here. I'm trying to put some things together so we can kind of vote. Now, if we did this guy, we would use some of these butterflies. But there was more than one. Or maybe a butterfly. Oh, there's one. My hands don't seem to want to work. I know there's that one too. Okay. And we could use these cute little acorns. So I've got some pairings. I'm not sure what I would put with this little teacup. Maybe some flowers and stuff. Also the gardener with the fence and the little rabbit running with the radish. Okay. So that could be cute with the fence. I feel like I should have had two fences, but yeah, I do. Okay. I'm just trying to remember how the die cuts came because obviously I punched them all out, so I don't remember. So you could have this and maybe put your fence and then have your character on top instead of blocking, right? Instead of blocking it like that, you can put it like this. So there's the gardener. So we need a character for here and then something to go back here. And, okay. As you can see, there's lots of possibilities. I have these two. Are these both squirrels or is one a chipmunk? A squirrel and a chipmunk. I have the cute little fox with butterflies. I have my two little rabbits. We could do the gardener, and I'm going to pick out maybe some plants and things to put on the second flap. I know, Joan, they're all cute, right? Don't overthink it. Who doesn't overthink it? We're planning, right? I have these two cute, I guess are they geese or ducks? So we could put those on. I don't know. We've got this cute little couple here. I just feel like I would probably want to stick him over here because I don't know what we'd put on the flap, but maybe I don't know. I feel like this might not work for this one. So I've got the cute little bunnies and some flowers. I've got the cute little teacup, the fox. Now these, see these, I feel like it's hard because if I put something back here, it's going to be, I want it to show. So I'm not sure about those. Let's stick those to the side. Okay, so I've got some choices here. We can put the fence with anything. So I've got the little gardener, and I would probably put some vegetables here on this little flap. We've got the mouse with the teacup. We've got this little pairing of characters. So I think this guy would be cute on the front, like he's picking things. And then this little squirrel, she's gathering flowers. So she could go here and kind of peek through. We could put her on a circle. We have the fox with the butterflies. So what do you think? Let's do A, gardener, B, teacup, C, these cute little bunnies, D, the fox, and E, the squirrels. I know I gave you too many choices probably. Yeah, I am going to do that. I just, I hadn't cut them yet because I wanted to see what color we picked for our base. But we could do, because these all have the outline of that basic beige, we could do basic beige circles so they don't stand out, but they do give you a little platform to put your characters on. So I'm going to cut some basic beige circles really quick while you guys are deciding. So A, B, C, D, and E. And I'm just cutting some, I'm going to cut some different sizes super quick. So I probably should have just had them pre-cut, but sometimes I run out of time. Okay. Okay, I see 2 votes for A, this little gardener. Now, I just grabbed a bunch of these. I cut these because I feel like it kind of helps our characters blend in a little bit. So I just cut a couple different sizes. So we would put maybe this. You don't have to put this one on. I think you could put your little fence on and then your character and not have your circle on this front flap. But I definitely think I need a circle over here for whatever I put. So if I'm just putting some little vegetables, I might just use this to kind of help it pop off the page a little bit. Now this designer series paper is so busy. I think you could leave the flap undecorated if you wanted. I just like the fact that I didn't have to cut up all the houses. Thank you, Maggie. I think it's a chipmunk, but you know, I don't know I'm not going to pretend to be an animal expert for sure. Sometimes I just don't think about it. Oh, no worries, Deb. I got you. So I'm tied with, so let's take some things away. I'm going to take these guys away. And I might want to use some of these little figures. I can't believe none of you voted for my fox. I'm going to have to make something with this cute little fox. Okay. So let's take those away. So we've got our little gardener. Now the fence can still go on here. I wouldn't use it with this one, but you could use it on this. So if this was on in here, you would use this and kind of just use that to help place your character. And you could even use the smaller circle. If you don't like as much of the circle, you could use this. So there's those two. And you can use the fence with either one of them. So we're down to these two. So if you haven't voted, maybe you're nervous, it's okay. There's no wrong answer. It's whatever you want to use. So let's do we want the little gardener, which is also, I think, a chipmunk, or the squirrel and the chipmunk. Now, I don't know if there's another squirrel. I honestly haven't really paid a lot of attention. I think there is. He's with a bike. You could use that one. So, you know, you can use whatever you want. They don't have to match even. I mean, a village is made up of all different people, so they don't have to match. I'm just looking at some things. Oh, there's another character that I might want to use with this. This is cute. This is a cute little image. Oh, look at the cute little seed packet. Oops. Okay. I think I lost my radishes. I dropped them in the bag. They're gone now. There we go. So I'm just waiting to see what you think. I'm trying to clean up my area a little bit here and see what I might want to pair with some things. This might be cute. So I'm just looking for things to put together. There's that. And I'm trying to pick up the rest of the bits and pieces because I have a lot. I have a lot of bits and pieces here. And I honestly don't know what I want to put on there. Looking to see what I did with that, Vicky, because I don't know if I kept it out. This is the only tool I see. And I think it's too big for the wheelbarrow. The proportion is off a little bit. So I'm trying to put these away because if they fall off my desk, then they're going to be in no man's land on the floor. So I think this might be a little too big. That's my opinion, but... Maggie, I know it seems like when you look at them, you think, oh, that's not very many die cuts, but look at us. We have plenty to work with here. So boots or a hat. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I got some of these because I wasn't really sure I even wanted to use the wheelbarrow. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. You think the one squirrel and one mouse? All right, I think we're tied. I kind of like this little gardener. I don't know what everyone picked, but I'm going to... I'm going to think on this for a second. So if we use this little fence, I'm going to cut it so that it doesn't hang off. And then I'm thinking my little gardener right here. So that's going to be down here. Let me go ahead and cut this because it's hard for me to kind of hold it. So I just cut that in half. And I'm thinking it needs to go right here. Hopefully I cut enough. If not, I'm going to use that other one. Nope, I think I cut it too short. Let me grab this piece. So there's our little gardener. And I want it, the fence is going to be up a little bit. This is going to be here. Okay, and then we have our flap. Linda, I wasn't going to. You certainly could. If you want some separation from your background, this is the little bit bigger circle. You could do this. And that might look a little better. Like this, maybe. Now, we haven't done a greeting or anything like that. I kind of like it on the circle because it kind of helps me separate from my background. Then I was thinking, you know, you turn and there's some plants or gardening tools. And I have this size circle. I have two different sizes here. And I was thinking I could put the wheelbarrow and maybe these, you know, little plants, like they're getting, she's getting ready to plant them. Somebody said carrots hanging out, but I'm not sure. I don't know if the proportion is off. I don't know. I don't want it to be too busy. So I was thinking of something like this. And then this would go on this flap. Like that. And then we're just going to leave. We can either put a character or maybe the little watering can or something here. So you could leave this just like it is. and not add anything on top. Sometimes less is more. Like Joan said, don't overthink it. Or I could do the watering can and, you know, the little plants. Okay, so let's do the front first. There's my glue. And I'm just going to try to put a little bit of glue on this. Now, like I said, you could add color to that if you wanted. Okay. Now, if something's going to hang off of your circle, make sure you don't put adhesive on that part. Okay. You don't want to adhere your card together so that it doesn't open. So I'm going to put this little lady right here. And I'm going to put this down here like this. So it's going to hang off a little bit. You could make everything stay right on your circle. And I'm just adding adhesive on one side of my circle because I want it to move. I tend to overthink things. That's a big thing that I do. I can't help it. Sometimes that's how it is. Yeah, it does kind of get lost on the paper. I agree, Linda. So Maggie, I hope I did you justice. I did scoot it over a little bit. I'm just, you know, sometimes we think, oh, here's our die cut. It's this big. You can cut things. It's okay. You can cut things apart. Don't feel guilty about that. I just, honestly, I think I feel guilty about covering up my houses. And I love this. This is one of my favorite ones. Now you could use this smaller circle. If you don't really want it to show a lot, you could use the smaller circle so your things hang off of it. Okay. And then it's going to kind of be in the background and it's not going to cover up as much. So let's try that. I'm going to try this smaller circle. Hey, Christy, thanks for joining us. No worries. We're just over here trying to make decisions. Sometimes those are hard. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive in the middle here. And I'm going to put my wheelbarrow. I'm going to put my little plants. Again, I don't want adhesive everywhere. There's things hanging off. So there's that. Isn't that cute? I love the watercolor look of these. And it's okay that it's just kind of peeking out. Okay. So you open it and then you see this one. And I'm going to let it peek out a little bit. I'm just going to put some adhesive over here. The possibilities of this is, there's so many, really. I almost hate covering up the houses, like I said. So remember, I don't want any adhesive here. So we have our little gardener. Here's her village. She's planting her things. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to cover up the back part. So I hope that you all like what I did there. Now we need a greeting. And I'm thinking the greeting can go down here. Let me see our stamp set here. What do I do with my... Oh, right in front of me. So the greetings in this one is Easter greetings, some bunny loves you, which I think is cute. We didn't use a bunny though. Hello friend, happy spring, welcome little one. So if you need baby cards, That's a good greeting. And thank you so very much. So I want something that's kind of like this to go down here on the bottom. So do we want happy spring or hello friend? And I know all of us are ready for spring. So let's do just write happy or hello. Yes, you could put, you said put the message back here. You could do that. You could put the message down here. Let me get these out because remember, this is shown at 75%. Look, I've only used a few things. There's hello friend. Okay. Let me find the happy spring. I really need to get these characters out and play with them. They're super cute. So hello friend. And then there's happy spring. I really like it on the front. I don't know how you guys feel about that. So hello or happy. And I'm going to cut a piece of this. So this is what we're going to do to have our message. I haven't stamped those, so don't lose them. I'm going to cut this piece at 5 1/4. I don't even know. Oh, if I did that straight. I don't think I did. There we go. I don't know why I'm having so many issues today. Apparently I'm not cutting my paper straight. Okay, so 5 1/4 by 4. I think part of it's because I have this huge stack of things next to me. So I have this. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I want this little strip here for my greeting. And I'm going to trim this just a little bit because I messed up that edge. Let's save that later for another card. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece. It's 5 1/4 inches by 4, and I'm going to adhere it to the back. So now I have a spot for my message or whatever I want to write. Or if you want to add another little character back there, you could. And then I don't have to worry about covering up my little village that's on my paper. I just love this paper. Oh, I'm confused. Oh, I think I see what you mean. You mean back here? Like adhere it on the back part so that it's sticking out like that? And then it moves with it. Okay, I misunderstood, Vicki. I'm sorry. Okay, let me see. I see a lot of hellos. So I think we're going to do hello friend. So let me put happy spring is awesome too. I know, like I said, a lot of us are ready for spring. Tired of snow. I don't mind the rain. Rain means things are growing, right? So I'm going to stamp this, and I'm going to pull out, let me get rid of these inks. I'm going to pull out Pecan Pie because that is the color base we used. And I'm going to stamp on this little strip that I had left over. So this is Basic Beige. And I'm going to stamp that really quick and we'll decide where we want it to go. Hello, friend. Oh, okay. So I really misunderstood, Vicky. You mean the piece you want to write your message on. Instead of putting it on the very back, you're saying put it here so it moves with the flap. And then you have your village. So just for instance, if you, I'm going to cut this down. I don't know why that piece is bothering me. So if you had, and you could cut it very small. This, so I'm cutting this down to 5 inches by 3 3/4. You're saying you could take a piece and put it here, and so then it moves with the flap. And you could do that, but then your message is very visible if your person wants to display their card. So on my other one, I put a lot of things hanging off to kind of cover where my message goes. So that's why I was thinking on this one, because we're not covering as much of this, that you would just stick it on the back. So if I finally got it right, Vicky, give me a thumbs up. Sorry, I misunderstood what you meant. But yes, you could put a message. And let me just show you. You could use one of these frames. It cuts the inside out, so you've got a cute little square, this arched, like a rounded piece. You could use one of those for your little message here. And if you want it covered up, something you could do, it kind of, it does add to the layers, but you could use 2 of those pieces and line them up exactly so that your message isn't seen when the card's like this. So then you open it and there's a message there, and then you could leave your little village on the back. So I hope I got that right. There's definitely lots of options on creating your different pieces and how they lay. So I feel like this is just wide open. You can leave it really, really simple. I'm going to put my hello friend down here. You can leave it really, really simple, or like I said, just throw a piece on the back. So I hope I got it right. And I'm just going to adhere this flat. This side that has all the folds and the paper kind of glued back on itself to create the flaps, it's thicker. So I don't want to add thickness with the dimensional. You could. So if you're delivering this and you don't care that, you're not mailing it, you're not worried about postage, then you could do that. So that's a good idea, Vicki. I'm going to have to try one of those to add a little bigger piece here. And then that way when you're turning, you could put your message piece here and then leave that open. So gosh, well, we're finally to the end, right? What do you guys think? So sometimes we get overwhelmed with a lot of choices. So I would say maybe pick your characters and then build from there and the little pieces you want to use, because I felt like a lot of things could go with this. Yeah, that way the village isn't hidden. Yeah, so if you're using this paper, that is a great option. It doesn't stay hidden. You're right. I understand what you're saying now. I don't know why I didn't quite get there with you in the first time. But yes, that's a great idea. So you could use any shape, and you could put one on the front and build your scene. Then you could open it and have your little message piece, and then open it and then just have your village I just love this paper, and I think this works really well with this type of card. So again, this was called a 2468 Fun Fold. This is a Patty Bennett card, and so I copied that from her, the fold part. And I thought it would be fun to use. I immediately thought of this paper with the houses on it because I really don't want to cut it. Does anyone else feel that way? I really just did not want to cut it. Now, you can create with whatever designer series paper you have. You can build your two flaps with whatever images you have. On this one, I used the Cheerful Daisies, and I used the paper pack is Country Woods. And I used a couple different dyes, and I used the Cheerful Daisy dyes. So I also thought, I know you guys, I'm super into the Stampin' Doodle right now, and I also thought, wouldn't it be cool if you had some doodles or just direct stamping? But so this piece, for instance, could have been on this flap and then moved with it. That's a cute idea. Thanks, Vicki. I'm glad you're thinking outside the box this morning. My brain quite does not want to. Ooh, good idea. So Maggie was saying she could continue the fence here and add the watering can. I do have that out. Let me just show you so you know what. Isn't that cute? Now, some of the die cuts, the proportions are different. So it's really up to you and how you like things to look together. But yeah, that's super cute. Or you could do a little flower with the fence. And I do like the separation. I'm glad that we did the circles. And I love the little village in the background. This might be my favorite paper. I'm gonna have a hard time using it. You know how you want to hoard things, you just fall in love with the images on it. Oh, thank you, Deb. Yes, even with the front fence. Oh, so it'd be like right here. And you could even do a little circle if you wanted, you know. So cute. Yeah, you could decorate that back. I have such a hard time covering it up. So thank you, Vicki, for all the great ideas. Thank you all for choosing and being part of this morning. I really like hanging out and making cards with you. And I hope you give this a try. It seems like maybe a fancy fun fold, you know, but I think it's super simple. It's just some scoring and maybe making some decisions. That's the hardest part, right? And then you're just using your little bit of cardstock on the back. So you don't have to have die cuts. You don't have, or, you know, the circles and all that. You could just do squares if you don't have a cut and emboss machine. You're not there and you're collecting, but you want to give this card a try. You could just cut some rectangles and put on there and decorate them up with stamps and then have all your flaps done. So really cute card. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys liked it. Yeah, the veggie page. You know, when I look at some really busy things, and this paper does have some very busy prints, like the strawberries and the vegetables, and even the one that has, like, I think there was one that had, all the gardening tools and things. You could fussy cut some of those out and use them for your layers, but I never know what to do with those pieces. They seem so busy and they overwhelm me. So I think something like this can help you use that. Like, I didn't want to cut this paper up because I love all the houses and it's so cute, and look at the little garden scenes. And so I think this fold works great with it. So yeah, I think a lot of papers would go well with this. Let me see, what did I have pulled out? So you have, now these characters are a little smaller and you have a lot of the same characters. So these might have worked a little bit better with our village, where if we had, you know, cut around them. That's a lot of cutting, so it's up to you if you like to fussy cut, but they're a little bit smaller. Let me show you this character. So see, so this little guy, and I almost think this would be cute. Wouldn't this be cute as one of the cards with just all the little characters? So you have all these fun things. There's some bigger characters. Again, you could easily cut around these. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get, this would work well with a circle. I think that's cute. This would be cute with the house, the little village paper. But you also have these fun pieces. Like there's the strawberries. Sometimes that feels overwhelming. And I think this little fun flap thing could be really cute. So I love the vintage look. So we have, these are the tools. Right? And then there is a piece. Is the vegetable piece, is that? Oh, so there's the vegetables. So it feels overwhelming, but I think this fold really helps you just kind of use it. And it looks, I think it looks really cute. And I love these, the exclusive papers in that scrapbooking workshop kit. So if you want to check out these papers or the scrapbooking workshop kit and any of the other papers, there's tons of designer series papers you could choose from. You can find those in my online store at bethroy.stampinup.net. Click on the shop now and you can sort by patterned paper and just pull up all of those. Yeah, I love this paper. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Joan. I was just thinking that. I'm going to show my cards that I've had. I'm going to start sharing my cards. Joan requested that, and she's right. I should be sharing those. So I love these. Now, this is something my son got, but I love it. So thank you to my friend Jenny, who always thinks of him and mails him a card. And then I got this super cute, sweet card from Joan. I love it. Thank you, Joan. Super cute set. Now, was this part of the B paper, Joan? Or does it come with die cuts? Because I do not have that paper. So I couldn't remember if this was a new paper, if it was the paper that just released in January, because we have a new B set. That came in the January online exclusives. There's so many new products. Sometimes I am having a hard time keeping track of them myself. So that was cute. Thank you so much. And then these are some cards that Miss Vicky made us. And so not everything's Stampin' Up. That's okay. I love cards, so I don't care what you use. But this is cute because it stands up like this. Isn't that cute? I don't know what this fold is called. I've seen it before, but I don't know what it's called. And it folds flat to fit in your envelope. And then she made this for me. These are my colors, okay? And it used this poinsettia stuff that she has, and she found this paper somewhere. It's also not Stampin' Up, but look how gorgeous this card is. I think it's one of my favorites. And then she also did these. I love this. So these, she made these panels and then she embossed them and they look like quilts. It's a great way to use up your scraps. So I want to say thank you all. I love my cards. I love getting cards. I also had a sympathy card. It was upstairs. We did have a family member pass away a few weeks ago, or actually almost a month ago, but his funeral was a few weeks ago. And so Jenny sent me a very beautiful sympathy card as well. And I do love those. So I am going to start sharing them more often. I'm sorry that I hadn't really done that before, but I do love getting your cards. So those were some other Christmas cards and different cards that I had received and some Valentines. So thank you all for that. Any questions before we go today? I know, Joan, I love Winnie the Pooh too, and that's super cute. I'm not sure where that one came from, but super, super cute. Love it. So do you guys have any questions about anything? I do want to tell you the last chance is now like the clearance and the retiring section. That updated February 4th. So if you might want to take a look, because there are things that were added that are fairly new products. So that can change. They update it every other month. So the next time it updates, it will be things that are retiring from the annual catalog and any online exclusives. We had in January, we had a lot of product release. And so that's why I said I'm not sure which bee thing that came from, because we had a couple of them that are very similar. But we had online exclusives release. We had a scrapbooking release. And we also had the January to April mini catalog. So lots of products. I actually just, we have new online exclusives coming in March. We have kits every month. We have at least 2 kits every month. January's release had 3. February only had 2. So there's lots and lots of products coming and going. And I'm buying my favorites and I'm trying to use them the best I can and show you lots of ways to use those. So if you ever have questions, feel free to message me. If you look online and you look at a product, it's going to tell you if it's in the last chance. It's going to tell you if it's low inventory. So you want to pay attention to those things, because if it's something that you really want, then you're going to want to grab it, because there's no guarantees how long something's sticking around. Also, it is celebration right now. So what that means, sorry, I'm putting my stamps on as we're talking. What that means is when you spend $60, you can earn an item from the celebration section. And it pops up when you're checking out if you've earned it. And you can select any of those things. There's a level 1 and a level 2. Level 2 is at $120. So it builds. So if you spend $60, you pick one level 1 item. If you spend $120, you can pick one of the second level items, or you can pick 2 of the level 1. So it builds up. This might be a great time for you to stock up on things like cardstock, or if you buy your Paper Pumpkin subscription, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, you can buy those codes. There's lots of things. So if you're trying to earn things and you need a little help building your order, you can always message me. I'm happy to help you. I like to take advantage of the times that I can get free things. And there's also a join offer if you're maybe on the fence about that. There's some great offers there. If you're really stocking up and you have a large order, you can get more free stuff. So Stamp and Rewards, you earn at $150, you earn some free stuff. And you pick all of that when you check out. It does not matter if you have a party. This is just for ordering. You can have a party too if you want to do that. You can message me about that. So I just want you to know what's out there and how to take advantage of it while you can. So if you need any help, let me know. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yes, it's been it's been different to get used to, for sure. But I thank you for that. Fun, easy card ID. Thank you for trying it out. Oh, thank you. And Joan, thanks for turning me on to it. I'd never heard of it. A lot of times I look for fun folds. I look for something a little different that I haven't tried before. We all get in kind of a rut. I like what I like, and I get used to making certain things over and over. And so this was really fun. I had not seen this. And so I really think it's cute, and I like how it uses the paper. So Yes, Vicky said, can you explain the difference with the workshop kits from the other way of getting items? Do you mean the paper packs? I hope I'm so when you get a scrapbooking workshop kit, it comes in a bag like this. This is the original packaging. It has directions, okay? It has some of the designer series paper. It has a sticker pack, and it has some die cuts. And this tells you how to cut all your paper to make these layouts. And it tells you how to assemble. It tells you everything. You can, of course, use it however you want. And it has a little bit of the two-toned cardstock, okay? So this is something that carried over when Stampin' Up! Acquired Close to My Heart. This was, I think, like a product offering that they had. So this sticker pack, okay, so this set of die cuts, let me pull everything out here. You also have these. So if you're not sticking your photos on, you have card holders. So you get this sticker pack. This can come with this designer series paper. So if you're just buying the designer series paper, the Storybook Moments, it's a specialty pack because it has die cuts, has 2 sheets of die cuts. You can get it with the sticker sheet or without, okay? And I love, it has some very large images, like these strawberries, the radish. You can still use them. Look at the cute little peas. You can still use them on cards, okay? These are stickers and they're borders. You could just cut them to fit. This is little banner stickers. And these, usually you use these like on top of your picture. Okay, like it's a little picture holder. You can use these on cards. So that is the sticker pack. And if you look online in my store, you can look up Storybook Moments, designer series paper, and 2 packs will come up. A pack without the stickers and a pack with the stickers. So that's the difference between those two. And then the other difference on this one, you have 2 exclusive paper prints. And some of the designer series paper might be a little bit different. I think there might be one that's a little different. So the paper can be a little bit different. And then you get these die cuts. So see, these are much larger, and they're meant to be for scrapbooking. You can use this character on a card if you want. So that's the difference between the two, all the products. And like I said, some of the paper's the same. And some's different. And you can look at them online. You can see all the different pieces. I think this might be different. This is a plaid that's over here, I think, in this pack. Okay. So some of them are a little bit different. Okay, this one, I think this one's even different. So this might be exclusive to the scrapbooking kit. There's some big plaid. So I do have 12 by 12 plaid. This comes in the scrapbooking workshop kit. So they're a little bit different. They can be different. Some of them are exactly the same and some aren't. And then you have some one-sided papers. That's where that other blue plaid came from. And you have some two-toned cardstock. So this is Crumb Cake. This has Pebbled Path in it. I'd love to have a whole pack of that, but it doesn't come as a whole pack. It has Lost Lagoon. It has Calypso Coral. And then we also have Willow White. So that color carried over from the Close to My Heart. It comes in 12 by 12. And it's not, the white is not two-toned. It's white on both sides. But the two-toned, let me tell you about that. in case you have questions about that. It is printed. So let me grab a little sheet here of the two tones. So this is pecan pie. This is printed paper. So it's printed on, it's white, it has a white core. It is not dyed. So it matches our color line, okay? So this is pecan pie. One side is dark, one side is light. So it gives you quite a bit of range of colors. I am loving it. And I will tell you, we have been told that we will have all the colors by the annual catalog release in May. So right now you can buy select colors. Some colors you can buy in a whole pack. Some are mixed colors. But I really like it. And it's a little heavier than the Designer Series paper. So it's really great for layers. I do not recommend coloring on the white with blends. It's not thick enough to hold the marker. It really spreads. You could try it, but I have not had great luck with it. So there we have it. The workshop kit is designed for classes, but you can use them for cards. So I definitely think, you know, it's designed, the instructions are to create 3 2-page scrapbook spreads. But I think you can use it however you want. I don't scrapbook 12 by 12 right now. I did make a page the other day. I had bought the 6 by 8 pages that you can load, and I've just been doing smaller ones. So I definitely think you can use it for whatever you want. And the fact that the papers are different, I think it's worth the money to get all of them. And you can, even the bigger characters, you can use those on cards. Even the bigger sayings you can use. You could use those on cards too. So if you have any other questions, feel free to either comment on this video and tag me, or just shoot me a private message. And I'd be happy to help you figure out what products you might need, or if you need, you know, you have a specific occasion that you need a card for. I'm happy to help you brainstorm and see what you need, what you can use from your stash, and what you might need to get. So thank you all for spending time with me today. I really appreciate hanging out with you and everybody being involved and participating in making our cute little 2, 4, 6, 8 card. So you have 2 flaps that open, and then on this one I'm going to put my message on the back, and on this one I have my little area for my message here. And it will stand. It maybe not even, but it does stand up if somebody wants to stand it up. Or I have things that have clips that I can put cards on too. So thank you all. Have a beautiful day, and everybody stay safe out there with the weather in your area. So I'll see you soon. Oh, FYI, Monday I'm going to be live, and let me just give you a little sneak peek of what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a stamp and doodle, but we're doing this kind of card. So I've been doing all of these cute little things that I'm going to make into cards today, and we're going to be talking about doing this and using our dies in a little bit different way. So I hope you're excited. Monday, I don't remember the time. I think I set it for 10, but I will share that and make sure that you know so that you can join me Monday right here, and we're going to make a fun card. So thank you all for the love. Everybody take care, and I'll see you Monday. Bye.